everyone, it's Sarah here, and today I'm on location, as you can tell, with Katya, and today's video is all about bridal wear and everything you need to know for shopping for a wedding dress. So Katya, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Hello, my name is Katya. This is O'Brien's Bridal Couture in Rathnew, County Wicklow. It's our family business. We had this shop for about 5.5 years now, and we have a wide selection of wedding dresses and accessories.
I'm going to ask Katya the most commonly asked questions that brides have when they go shopping, so we'll get started. So Katya, the first question, and maybe the most important one, is when should a bride start looking for her wedding dress?
Okay, so I think the most important time is after you get engaged and you have time to go wedding dress shopping and you're planning your wedding. So normally it's about 2 years or a year and a half before the wedding you would go wedding dress shopping, and first you'd have a look through some magazines, maybe online. You'd look at the different websites, different styles that are available out there, and prices as well, because some dresses can cost 1,000 for new order and some can cost 10,000 there. So normally it is a year and a half, maybe a year, but year and a half is the best before the wedding day. We did have some brides, last minute shoppers, a week before the wedding or a month before the wedding, and they were panicking and stressing, and so you need to give yourself time so you can enjoy the experience and just maybe visit 2 or 3 shops, or sometimes one shop is enough. You just go in, try on maybe 5 to 10 dresses, different styles, and just see which style is you, and maybe your dress can call you, which we say to our brides.
Yes.
When you look around the shop and you see dresses and there's one, I was winking at you. So, yeah.
That's great. That makes things a lot easier if it comes to you.
That's true.
And of course it changes if you're buying off the rack or if you need to order your dress. The time scale is different, is that right?
Of course, yes. So new order, you can order it on the day when you're in the shop. So normally you'd sign a contract with the shop and put your signature that this is non-refundable, non-exchangeable, this is your dress, you can't change your mind. And you put half of the payment of the total and then half when the dress arrives to the shop. So with the new order, it can take between 4 to 7 months for a new order, depending on the company. And then for the sale rail dresses, you can buy it off the rail and get it altered. So that's what our last minute brides did. They bought it off the rail and got it altered within a couple of weeks. But that's a risky kind of area, you know. The alterations, the person that does alterations, they might not be available, they might be fully booked till end of the month and for next several months. So you need to think about alterations, dress shopping, and then making a decision. So alterations normally start 2 months before the wedding, and then the last fitting is 1 week before the wedding, just to make sure the dress fits perfectly everywhere, because brides can lose weight in that week with the nerves and the stress just coming up to the wedding, and especially if it's a strapless dress and it needs to be altered a week before the wedding or even a few days before.
Oh, wow.
So make sure they're not doing this, because you see some brides doing this because they lose too much weight before the wedding and their alterations are not done close enough to the wedding day.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to be pulling things up all day.
Yes.
Yeah,
It needs to be a perfect fit.
Yes.
You see, Meghan Markle example, it wasn't the right fit. So she was a beautiful girl, but the dress did not flatter for her figure
I
because it was
didn't
too
think
big.
so. Yeah, I didn't think it was a good fit. So you think she maybe lost some weight before?
Yes, or maybe they didn't want her in a tight dress.
Maybe. Well, look, if it can happen to Meghan Markle, it can happen to anybody. Okay,
true.
so when brides come through the door, do they generally have a good idea of what they're looking for?
Yes, some girls, they do know what they're looking for. For example, they know they definitely don't want a ball gown dress, a lot of layers, skirts, and especially if they're getting married abroad, somewhere like Italy or Spain, hot country, and they don't want a heavy dress, loads of layers. They want something light and flowy, comfortable to wear, so they won't be too hot in it. And then the girls that are getting married in Ireland, they can pretty much select any dress because the weather in Ireland doesn't really get too hot. So it can be any sort of a dress, a big ball gown or a fitted dress, and even if they go for something that's maybe 1 or 2 layers, they can get a cover up to keep them warm.
Do brides ever come in and you show them something that they didn't want to try on maybe and they're completely surprised?
Yes, it happens all the time.
Okay.
Because we know what suits a certain shape and size, and we would see someone's with a similar shape in that dress, and we definitely know that we need to show it to the bride. So in a lot of cases they fall in love with it, and it happened that I've selected a lot of dresses for girls and they just said, oh yes, I love that, thank you so much for picking it for me. So you need to be open-minded and see if the person who's shop assistant is being sincere, or if they just want if they just want you to buy a dress, because in some shops it can happen that they just focused on that. They don't they don't really care how you feel. So you need to see if you can trust the person.
Absolutely, that's so important, and so important to trust your stylist or the shop assistant, because they know what they're doing. They've been doing this for years. So I guess keep an open mind when you go shopping for gowns.
That's true. And also I would recommend try and think what's your budget straight away for a wedding dress plus alterations and the accessories, because you don't want to fall in love with the dress that's out of your budget and then you're feeling heartbroken because you didn't expect to buy such an expensive dress. So we always ask our brides what's your budget for a dress when they come into the shop, because we have so many dresses, and starting from €300, which are on a sale reel, going up to new orders which are more than 2,000.
So when brides come in with their budget in mind, they're budgeting for the dress, but do you find that they necessarily haven't thought about the accessories? Because that can add up as well, right?
Of course, yes.
So
they need to keep in mind that most of the dresses, they need to be altered, and especially if a majority of the brides are losing weight for their wedding, but they don't have to do that. That's up to a bride if she wants to or not. I think the dress must suit your body the way you are right now, and then we always say just get the dress in the size that you're in right now, and then if you will lose weight, put on weight, we can alter it. We had some cases where girls put on weight, so we altered it as well in our shop, and it was a perfect fit.
Okay, that's a good point actually, because I can imagine you can remove material if you lose weight. If you put on weight, you can actually adjust it for that as well.
You can get some laces put in with the panel at the back, or you can get extension on the sides. There's a little bit of material hidden on each dress on the inside, so you can just let it out a little bit. So, but with the price, yes, they need to think. So alterations normally €200, 250, depends how much you need to do. Then accessories, they all start, veils can start from about €60. Belts can start also from 60, €70. Little headpieces or headbands, they can be around as well from 50, 150, depends on what sort of accessory you would like.
Of course.
But then just try and see, like, out of your wedding budget, if it's 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 or more.
So Katya, what have been the biggest trends of 2019, and what do you think, or do you know already, what the trends will be for 2020?
Okay, so in 2019 there were a lot of plain dresses, and a lot of girls wanted a plain dress for their wedding. No beading, no sparkles, no lace, just a plain a satin dress or crepe or chiffon dress. So just something elegant, stylish and timeless as well. And we would listen to our brides and get some more of those in, because we don't want to disappoint them. But with the trends, lovely lawn trains with the lace and decoration on the dress, and the backs, beautiful backs as well, low backs, or some lace over mesh, or some beading on the back as well. And also ball gowns, plain ball gowns with nothing on them, just maybe sweetheart neckline or straight. So, and for next year, I think from my research, a lot of bows are actually in the fashion now.
Bows,
Yes,
okay.
bows.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yes, you can have a big bow on the back of the dress, or somewhere on the side, or on the shoulders. But it's up to a bride, she wants to see bows on her dress. They're not always necessarily follow the trends, to be honest. It's just a kind of personal taste and the location and the venue. Even if something is in fashion, but they're getting married in Malta, they don't want to be in this big uncomfortable dress. They want something appropriate for their location. So also, like, 1920s now to 2020s coming up, so I'd say there'll be a lot of 1920 style dresses.
So Katya, what should a bride bring to her appointment in terms of underwear or accessories or anything else she should think about for her appointment?
Okay, so I think the most important is to bring an open mind with you.
Great, yeah.
Open-minded, and don't worry about the sizes that are written on the tags. You're just trying on a dress. Don't worry about the size of it, and just kind of try on everything. And then what goes for underwear, nude color underwear, seamless, something that's not sticking into your body, that's flash and nearly invisible, because if you wear black underwear, it can show through some of the dresses, the dark shade, and or if you wear underwear that's too small, it's going to cut into the body. So the plain dress that you're trying on, it's going to show all the lines, everything. So it needs to be seamless. It doesn't have to be Spanx, because you need to see your shape right now, what it looks like, because Spanx are not always a good idea.
I've heard that before. For bridal days.
That's true, especially for warm weather, you know, and if you get married in Ireland and it's hot July, just like this year, I don't know how they would deal with the Spanx.
Yeah, it's quite warm, so Spankless is the way to go.
That's true. And so bra, they don't really need to bring a bra, because most of the dresses are padded. They have cups built in, but if you would like, you can bring also a nude color bra. So on shoes, it could be similar height of a shoe that you would wear on your wedding day, preferably without a strap, because the strap is so uncomfortable to put on and take off, put on, take off.
Yes.
When you put on on the dresses, so without a strap or laces,
Yeah.
just a plain sort of a clean shoe. Also, I would recommend to do your hair and makeup, just something similar that you would have on your wedding day, but no fake tan, because it can stain the dress and then it's extremely difficult to get it off, and we need to dry clean them, and it costs around €100 per dress.
Oh wow, okay,
So,
definitely no
yeah,
fake
no
tan.
fake tan. But makeup up till the, your chin is totally normal, because we put on dresses through the bottom, not through the top.
So obviously we have a lot of different body shapes, and we have women who are a little bit more petite and women who are a little bit more curvy. So do you have any advice or tips for women who are coming in that are a little bit more curvy or at different shapes and sizes? What would you have to say about that?
Well, I'd say you need to just accept yourself the way you are.
Yeah.
And maybe put on a little bit of makeup, do the hair, and come in and enjoy the experience. Don't get stressed out. Just try on what the shop assistant is recommending, and maybe have a look at the styles that you feel definitely are not you, and you would like a certain style. For example, I feel that for curvier brides, something like A-line dress is very flattering, or a bowl gown. If you don't want a bowl gown, A-line is definitely the way to go. Something that would show off your waist and your bust. And V-necks are lovely as well, because they elongate the neck and show off the face. And sleeves aren't always the good idea, because they can make arms look bigger, not smaller. And off the shoulder detail, like a little cup sleeve or off the shoulder detail, is really nice on a plus size bride. If you want a fitted dress, I would definitely recommend to go for lace instead of plain, because plain fabrics can show off all the bumps and lines. You don't want that, and you don't want to struggle and to feel that you have to lose weight or you have to wear this underwear. Lace covers a lot if you have some design and a thicker sort of lace, and the boning in the dress as well. Also high back as well. I'd say higher back is a good idea, because it can support you all around. And something that's not too heavy as well, because you don't want to be sweating on your wedding day and feel hot and uncomfortable. Something that's, comfortable, and you can dance in, you can move in, and you put it on at 6 in the morning on your wedding day and take it off at 6 in the morning the next day.
Absolutely. I love what you said there, that, just accepting who you are, that you don't have to lose weight for your wedding day. Be who you are and love who you are. Can I ask, what is the biggest size that you go up to in the store? So if I'm maybe a slightly curvier bride and I'm coming in to try on dresses, should I be concerned that I won't be able to try on a dress, or do you have a big selection of sizes?
Well, at the moment we would have kind of plus sizes that normally start in the wedding dresses from about 16, 18, and in our shop we have till about 24, but most popular sizes for plus size girls is about 22, 24, 18, but 18 can lose weight before the wedding, so, and she can be 14 or 16. It's so unpredictable, but it's better to try an even a bigger dress, and we clip it in with clips, just so you can see yourself in a dress that is very close to what it looked like on your wedding day. So don't be worried, just try on a slightly bigger size, and we'll do all the clipping and just see, try on 5 to 7 dresses, even 10 dresses, and see what sort of bride you are. If you want to fit it, if you want a ball gown, or if you want a light A-line chiffon dress, kind of flowy and easy to wear.
Yeah. How long is an appointment? Is it like an hour or more? Or
it depends. For example, on Saturdays we do 1 hour appointments on the hour every hour, and then during the week we can do a little bit more, maybe an hour and a half. But 1 hour is normally enough, so 10 minutes to pick out some dresses, different styles, and then try on dresses, and you'll know straight away. If you'll come out and see yourself in the mirror and you know that's not you, so that's maybe a minute in the dress, and then you know, once you find the one, you'll probably stay in it until the end of the appointment, and you wouldn't want to take it off you. That's the sign, then that's the one.
Does a bride usually come in with a big entourage of people, or is it generally just one or two?
It depends. Sometimes the bride would come in on her own, and just look around in peace and quiet and select a dress and then show it to her family and friends. Sometimes she would bring her mother, just a bride and her mother, just someone who you trust and you love the most and you value their opinion. And sometimes girls would bring in 8 to 9 people, and everyone would be supportive, or the total opposite. You know, it can happen if you bring too many people with you. Everyone has a different opinion, and they might hate the dress that you love. And we had cases when we had a bride crying in the fitting room because everyone hated the dress she fell in love with. But you know, you buying the dress for yourself, and you need to love it first. So I would recommend just bring the people you love and you trust the most and you value their opinion. So it's a good number is between 2, 3, 4 people. Not too many.
Has a bride ever brought her fiance with her?
Yes.
Oh, really?
We've had a few brides, maybe 2 or 3 over the years, but some are not superstitious, and they don't mind a fiance in here. But we had some brides, they said, I won't tell him which dress I'm going to pick, so it'll be element of surprise.
I guess it's nice for him to be involved as well in the process. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, Katya, for all the valuable information. I'm going to link the details of O'Brien's Bridal Couture in the description box below. Make sure you check them out. I believe you're on Facebook as well?
Yes, on Facebook, and we have a lovely website that you can have a look at, and all of the dresses that we have in the shop are on the website, and you can also book an appointment through our website or Facebook.
Make sure you tune in next time for part 2, where we will be showing you a selection of wedding dresses. Be sure to check that out if you are in the wedding dress market. If you haven't already done so, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Thank you. Thanks, Katya.